Well, got a run to do, and I have to take this today. It's going to be a short run, going from Columbus, Franklin Equipment in Columbus, down to Maysville, Kentucky, and then back to Columbus Equipment. And the reason I have to take this truck, it's not because the Ford is down in any which way, shape, or form. The Ford's doing good. I just had a windshield put in this truck this morning, and being that it's outside and it's pretty cold, the glass company that done this suggested that it sat for quite a few hours before I really ran it, knowing what I do for business with this truck. So that is the reason. I accepted the load while this was actually getting done, and then told me that you know, when I was getting the glass done on the truck, once the truck was done, then I was told that it needed to set for a little while. So we're going to take this truck. I still have to clean the deck of the trailer off. I'll get all the snow off, and we'll get on the road. Everything else is hooked up and ready to go. So I'll get that done. We'll get on the road. Okay, so we are in the 2020. As you can see, I just reset the trip. See if we can reset the average fuel economy. 10.7. Guys, that's been out here on the road pulling that dump trailer with either my mini excavator or my John Deere tractor, or loaded full of dirt or gravel or something in it. That's what that 10.7 is. When I first got this truck, it started out at 9.9 miles a gallon, and it's actually bumped up to 10.7. So doing this run with the skid steer and the flatbed on the back, I'm going to see if I can reset this. There we go. And we'll see what kind of mileage we get. This run is going to be, I don't know, it'll be a couple hundred miles. Get you spun back around here. It's going to be a couple hundred miles. We're going to go to Columbus empty. We're going to grab a skid steer. We're going to basically be on state routes all the way down to where we're delivering in Maysville, Ohio, or Maysville, Kentucky, and we're going to swap out skid steers and come right back up. I'm not sure if I'm going to drop today. It might drop in the morning, but we'll at least get them swapped out for them, and we'll see what kind of fuel economy this thing actually gets, at least on state routes in a couple hundred miles. So I guess that's what we'll do this video on the Chevy C5500, or I keep calling them that. It's the old school truck. This is actually a 2020 Silverado 5500 HD is what they call it. It is a crew cab. It is a four-wheel drive, and you know, we'll just see what we can do with her. I've got an aluminum flatbed on it. You know, the trailer that I'm pulling right now, it's a bumper pull 14K PJ trailer. It is 22 foot long. It is a tilt deck. Lightweight on the trailer with nothing on it is 4,500 pounds. So, like I said, we'll get up here, we'll get loaded up in Columbus. Got about, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour to get up there. Roads are kind of crappy. So, we'll get up there, we'll get loaded, and we'll get on the road. Alright, so this is what we have. It's an ST31 out of Franklin Equipment. It is a Whacker News machine, no bucket, tracks. Got her strapped down, ready to go. Let's hit the road. we just got into some ice. The road's starting to ice up pretty good. That's not water coming off of his tires, that's actually ice. So we're just about there. We're getting close to the river here. We get down here, get this swapped out, get back home. All right, all that noise you're hearing, that ting, 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 that's ice hitting the top of my hat. So there's the new one that, or the one that we swapped it out with, C227, New Holland. This one goes back up to Columbus, so let's go ahead and head back up there and make it happen. All right, you're gonna get two different things on the fuel economy. So all the way down here, I was in two-wheel drive. All right, we are still on site. So let's just see what we got so far. 155 miles from, or up to Columbus and then back down here to Maysville. 10.3 miles a gallon, okay? So we're gonna reset this. And then we're gonna go back here. We're gonna reset this. And this is going to be full load, or loaded, not full load. We're just got a load on us. Skid steer. It's a 9,500 pound skid steer without the bucket. We're going to see what this thing does four-wheel drive all the way home, because I know that I'm gonna be in four-wheel drive the whole way. It's icy, slushy, mostly ice is what is popping up now. So, and this machine does weigh just a touch more. It's a larger machine that I have on now, but shouldn't make too much of a difference. But we're gonna slip up out of here, get back across the bridge here, get back into Ohio, and you know, we'll see what kind of fuel mileage we get. I don't know. It'll be just under 100 miles on the way back to the house. Maybe I'll wait until tomorrow to fire it back up, go deliver it, and make it all the way back to the house. That way it's a complete run. The only thing is tomorrow I may not need four-wheel drive the whole way. So we'll check it when we get back to the house here in a little bit, a couple hours. I'll get you spun around and we'll get back across the Ohio River here and see what kind of weather we get into. All right, we just come out of Hillsboro. There's the Union Stockyards right out of Hillsboro, Ohio. This on the road is not snow. This is pure ice, as you can hear it hitting the windshield. This trip has been about 35 mile an hour at most. And we're just now getting into hills, you know, on a two-lane road. So might get a little dicey through here. Hopefully everybody stays on the road and doesn't crash. So we'll see. Get on down through here and go to the next town. So as far as the Silverado 5500 HD 4x4, this thing does real well in four-wheel drive out here on the road, as far as being on the ice, I guess. I mean, it's not black ice is what I'm on. I would probably consider this maybe driving to the equivalent of, I don't know, 2 or 3 inches of snow on the ground, on the road, without being plowed. A lot of your trucks, you know, you'll get this kind of weaving sensation with the truck itself, especially pulling a trailer. I don't get that with this truck. I mean, this thing, the stance of the truck, it just hugs the road real well. I've got a, you know, I got a 9,500 pound load on the back, along with a 4,500 pound trailer on the bumper. So, you know, you're looking at 13,000 pounds there, along with the truck. 9,500 pounds on the truck, call it 10. So you're 26,000 or 23,000 pounds is where we're at, 22.5 roughly. This thing's it just rolls right on down the road. Like I said, I haven't had any issues with it the whole trip. As far as being out here running up and down the road with the four-wheel drive on the way up. On the way down, I was actually getting on the ice. And the only downfall on this truck, as far as four-wheel drive goes, I don't have an issue with it, but some may. This truck does have lockout hubs on it. That's what it comes with. It comes with lockout hubs, which means basically if you get into some situation, you can't just reach down and hit the switch. This does have the switch on it to kick it into 4 high, 4 low, and 2 high. But as far as being able to engage it, you have to make sure that your lockouts are locked in. Make sure that the hubs are locked in. So it might be a deal breaker for somebody, but me personally, I don't mind it. But anyway, we're getting into some curves here. I'll flip you guys back around so you can enjoy the scenery. We'll get back up to the house. We really don't have a whole lot more to go. We'll get back up here to the house and get the see what it is as far as the miles per gallon being in four-wheel drive. Check the miles, and we'll just go from there. Hopefully we don't see anybody in the ditch, but that'll make it a little more exciting as long as they ain't hurt. So let's see what we can find. Well, I don't know if you guys saw that, but that Amish woman that was running that buggy just pulled a Tokyo drift with the buggy. That was pretty funny. That must be rush hour. All right, it's still icing out, still sleeting. So let's see what we have, see how many miles we have. 86.6 miles from Maysville back here to the house. We ran in four-wheel drive the whole way, and it was 9.4 miles a gallon. I would say I could probably do just a little bit better than that, not quite 10, but I think I could do a little bit better than that. But keep that in mind, this is out on a 2-lane back road, ice, four-wheel drive, whatever. That stuff on the road out there, that's not snow, that's that's ice. So anyway, I'm gonna call it a day. We're gonna go ahead and jump in the house, and I'll get this video loaded. So, quick recap. 10.3 miles a gallon in two-wheel drive on the way down there to Maysville. Keep in mind, the roads were crappy even on the way down there, as you saw. They weren't as bad as they were coming back, but going down, they were getting crappy. Coming back, 4-wheel drive, we were at 9.4 miles to the gallon, and that's running about 35 to 40 miles an hour the whole way home, out of Maysville back here to the house. I personally don't feel that that's a bad deal, you know, on the MPGs, given the circumstances of today. We'll do a better test on this probably in late spring. We'll hook up to the gooseneck and load the gooseneck down with some equipment. I have a project that I'm going to be working on probably late spring. We'll get that hooked up, get it all loaded down, and get a good weight loaded on it, and we'll take probably a 200-mile journey down to Kentucky. Spend a couple days down there doing some things, but I think that would be a perfect time to do. I think that'd be a perfect time to do a real good towing review, along with along with a fuel mileage review loaded, given the weight, and you know, we'll be Eastern Kentucky, so we'll be in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains, and we got some work to do down there. So that's going to be another part of my channel here and there. So you have to let me know what you think on the fuel mileage given the circumstances of today. Is it good, bad, fair, you know, unacceptable? Let me know. Me personally, I think it's fine. Everybody has their own opinions, and I'd like to know your opinion on that. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.